Recent studies reveal a startling truth. Only 1 in 3 employees report feeling engaged at work. This statistic paints a bleak picture of the current state of employee satisfaction and highlights a critical factor often overlooked: leadership. Effective leadership is not merely a desirable trait, it's the bedrock upon which a thriving and fulfilling work environment is built. Leadership sets the tone for an entire organization. When leaders inspire, motivate, and genuinely care for their team members, a positive and productive work culture flourishes. Conversely, when leadership falters, the consequences can be dire, impacting not just employee morale, but also the overall success of the organization. The link between leadership and employee satisfaction is undeniable. Leaders have the power to shape the employee experience, either fostering a sense of purpose and belonging or creating an environment rife with negativity and disengagement. The statistics speak for themselves. Strong leadership is not optional, it is essential. Workplace culture, often described as the personality of an organization, is a direct reflection of its leadership. It encompasses the values, beliefs, and behaviors that are shared among employees, and it is shaped significantly by those at the top. Leaders, whether they realize it or not, cast a long shadow, influencing everything from communication styles to employee morale. Their actions and decisions set the tone for the entire organization, creating a ripple effect that can either uplift or undermine the workplace environment. A toxic work environment is rarely the result of a few bad apples. More often than not, it's a symptom of a deeper issue: poor leadership at the helm. When leaders fail to address issues, or worse, contribute to them, the negative impact on employees can be profound. Consider a company where leaders prioritize personal gain over employee well-being. In such places, the focus is often on short-term profits rather than long-term sustainability and employee satisfaction. In such an environment, fear and distrust permeate, stifling creativity and innovation. Employees are more likely to feel undervalued and overworked, leading to high turnover rates and a lack of engagement. Employees become hesitant to voice concerns, leading to a culture of silence where problems fester and grow. This lack of open communication can result in unresolved issues that hinder the organization's progress and success. On the other hand, imagine a workplace where leaders prioritize open communication, empathy, and employee development. In such environments, leaders actively listen to their employees, provide constructive feedback, and encourage professional growth. In this scenario, employees feel valued and respected, fostering a sense of loyalty and commitment. They are more likely to go above and beyond in their roles, contributing to the overall success of the organization. This positive and supportive environment leads to increased productivity, higher morale, and ultimately a more successful organization. When employees are happy and engaged, they are more innovative and collaborative, driving the company forward. The impact of leadership on workplace culture cannot be overstated. Effective leaders inspire their teams, create a vision for the future, and build a strong, cohesive culture that aligns with the organization's goals. It is the invisible hand that shapes employee experiences, for better or worse. Leaders must be mindful of the shadow they cast, as their influence can either illuminate the path to success or cast a pall over the workplace. The ramifications of ineffective leadership extend far beyond disgruntled employees. When leaders fail to inspire and motivate, the entire organization suffers. Productivity plummets, deadlines are missed, and the quality of work deteriorates. This decline in performance directly impacts the bottom line, leading to decreased profits and, in some cases, even threatening the company's survival. Beyond the financial implications, poor leadership takes a toll on employee well-being. High employee turnover rates, increased absenteeism, and decreased morale are all telltale signs of a toxic work environment. Employees subjected to constant criticism, micromanagement, or a lack of support often experience burnout, stress, and a decline in their overall health and well-being. This toxic environment creates a ripple effect, impacting not only the employees but also their families and communities. The stress of work bleeds into their personal lives, creating tension and unhappiness. The cost of poor leadership, therefore, extends far beyond the walls of the workplace, impacting society as a whole. Section 4. Toxic traits. Identifying bad leadership. Bad leadership manifests itself in numerous ways, each more detrimental than the last. It can be subtle, creeping into the daily operations of a team, or it can be glaringly obvious, causing immediate and visible distress among employees. One of the most common and destructive traits is micromanagement. This behavior is often driven by a leader's lack of trust in their team and an insatiable need for control. Micromanagers suffocate their employees, eroding their confidence and hindering their ability to perform effectively. This constant oversight can lead to a significant decrease in morale and productivity. Another hallmark of poor leadership is a lack of communication. When leaders fail to communicate clearly and effectively, it creates an environment of confusion and frustration. This lack of communication can lead to resentment and a sense of disconnect among team members. Employees may feel left out of important decisions or unsure of their roles and responsibilities. This lack of transparency breeds mistrust and undermines the foundation of a healthy work environment. Trust is essential for any team to function effectively, and without it, collaboration and innovation suffer. Equally damaging is the inability to delegate effectively. Leaders who hoard tasks and responsibilities, unwilling to empower their team, create bottlenecks and stifle growth. This not only overburdens the leader, but also prevents employees from developing their skills and reaching their full potential. When team members are not given the opportunity to take on new challenges, they become disengaged and unmotivated. This scenario leads to a stagnant work environment where innovation and progress are stifled. Over time, the lack of delegation can result in high turnover rates, as employees seek more fulfilling opportunities elsewhere. Recognizing these toxic traits is crucial in addressing the issue of bad leadership. By being aware of these behaviors, organizations can take proactive steps to address and rectify them. By identifying these behaviors early on, organizations can take steps to mitigate their impact and create a more positive and productive work environment. This involves providing training and support for leaders, fostering open communication, and encouraging a culture of trust and empowerment. Section 5. The Downfall of a Titan, a Case Study. The case of Enron, once a Wall Street darling, serves as a stark reminder of the devastating consequences of poor leadership. Fueled by greed and a culture of fear and silence, Enron's leadership engaged in unethical accounting practices, ultimately leading to the company's collapse in 2001. At the helm of this disaster was CEO Kenneth Lay, whose leadership style was characterized by arrogance, a disregard for ethical boundaries, and a willingness to prioritize personal gain over the well-being of his employees and investors. Lay fostered a culture where dissent was silenced, and employees were pressured to meet unrealistic financial targets, regardless of the means. The consequences of Enron's toxic leadership were catastrophic. Thousands of employees lost their jobs and retirement savings, and the company's collapse sent shockwaves throughout the business world. Enron's downfall is a cautionary tale, a stark reminder that even the most successful companies are vulnerable to the devastating effects of poor leadership. Section 6. The Ripple Effect, Beyond the Bottom Line. The impact of bad leadership extends far beyond the immediate confines of the workplace. It seeps into every aspect of an employee's life, creating a ripple effect that can be felt in various domains. Employees who are unhappy and disengaged at work often carry that negativity home with them, affecting their relationships with family and friends. This can lead to strained family dynamics and a lack of support at home, further exacerbating the stress experienced at work. The stress and anxiety caused by a toxic work environment can lead to health problems, sleep disturbances, and a decline in overall well-being. Chronic stress can manifest in physical ailments such as headaches, high blood pressure, and even heart disease, making it a serious concern for long-term health. Moreover, a company known for its poor leadership can suffer reputational damage, making it difficult to attract and retain top talent. The word spreads quickly in professional circles, and a tarnished reputation can be hard to shake off. Potential employees, aware of the company's toxic culture, may shy away from applying, leading to a smaller pool of qualified candidates. This not only affects the company's ability to fill positions, but also limits the diversity of ideas and perspectives within the organization. This, in turn, can hinder the company's growth and innovation, A lack of fresh talent and new ideas can stagnate progress, making it difficult for the company to stay competitive in a rapidly changing market. The ripple effect of bad leadership is far-reaching, impacting not only the individuals directly involved, but also their families, communities, and society as a whole. The stress and negativity can spread, affecting community morale and social cohesion. It underscores the importance of addressing this issue at its core, promoting ethical and effective leadership that fosters a positive and supportive work environment. By cultivating a culture of respect, transparency, and encouragement, companies can not only improve employee satisfaction but also contribute positively to the broader community.